JB marks local municipalities hosting the BRICS 2023 Roadshow and Sawubona Africa Trade and Investment Conference between today and Wednesday in Potchefstroom. The focus of the program is on generating economic growth through the African Continental Free Trade Area, as well as infrastructure development. The conference is also expected to discuss service delivery issues, seeking to advise municipalities to prioritise service provision. Let's cross to SABC News reporter Sentleeng Lehihi, who has more there.
We're here in the Potchefstroom-based JB Marks municipality in Northwest. We've seen the BRICS roadshows gain steam across the country, with many roadshows just to bring an understanding of BRICS to the people. Not only a growing multinational corporation of nations, but also looking at changing how the world is seeing the South and how to expand economic opportunities for various global players. But just to have a bit of an understanding as to how these roadshows have unraveled and what their purpose are, we're going to be speaking to one of the representatives from the Department of International Relations. Sir, thank you so much for making time for us. We're talking about redefining the world and setting South Africa at the pivotal point of this new redefinition.
Indeed, South Africa is chairing BRICS this year in a very challenging global environment, or a geopolitical environment, and that is why it's so important for us to get traction on all the work we are doing in BRICS. We are chairing in a time where there's also geo-economical challenges. With all that in mind, there's 200 meetings we're having this year, and the Friends of BRICS meeting as we're going into the summit from 22 to 24 August in Johannesburg at the Sentleeng Convention Center. So yes, BRICS is contributing. If you look at also the role that BRICS countries are playing in terms of achieving world peace, we've seen some significant contribution to what has happened between Saudi Arabia and Iran, for example. BRICS is definitely championing the interests of the global South and ensuring a more inclusive multilateral environment for every country of the world systems. And I think that is also why we see that there's so much interest in joining BRICS. So the expansion debate is something that South Africa is driving as chair this year, and it is something that we hope we can definitely have some consensus from our BRICS partners on that in order to move forward and allow our principles to deliver on the issue of expansion of BRICS.
With this growing expansion of BRICS, and we're seeing the also economic opportunities that are arising, we anticipate that by August, major decisions which are probably world-changing will be taken on this very South African soil.
Yes, certainly. I think that's the idea of our host, the President of South Africa, as the host of Summit, that it will be it is perhaps the most important summit that BRICS will have in its existence. So we will see what comes out of that. Our principals have a very specific view how they want to deliver on this, and we are certainly hopeful that we will host a BRICS that is significant not only for the institution but also for the global South. Our president will engage a significant amount of leaders apart from the BRICS member states in the dialogues, the outreach, and the BRICS Plus events on the 24th of August, the last day of Summit.
An explanation there about, the sheer role of these roadshows, not only bring an understanding of South Africa's role as a global player, but also trying to get the citizens to have a better understanding of where they fit in this collection of BRICS, but to have a better understanding of how provinces can now take advantage of this multilateral engagement and ensure that their offerings are also, seen by all. We know that the Northwest is a major mining player, and we know that it's looking at ways to expand beyond just mining, but look at beneficiation and expanding its economy. Let's speak to the MEC of Economic Development. MEC, thank you very much for your time. Can you just kindly tell us what is the Northwest giving or trying to showcase here in this roadshow?
Thank you very much. As the Northwest, we are happy actually for the roadshow to be in the Northwest. But I think we also need to tell the people that we are not only the mining province. We do have the red meat production in Dr. Ruth's Mumpati. We want to tell the people that they can also invest in our Dr. Ruth's Mumpati. We also have the tourist attraction across the province. We all know that we do have a big Sun City. You do have your Madikwe. You do have your. This is the only province that you can actually get the big five in one place. And we also want the people to also invest in our tourist attractions. So as a province, we are also going to present at BRICS, because we are also going to form part of BRICS, to present to them, to tell them that accept the mining issues, because okay, we all believe that we do have minerals in the province, but we also rich in other things like your agriculture. When you go to Ngakamundiro Molema, you know that we are also rich in that part. So we are going to sell our province in all those three aspects as a province.
Thank you so much for your time, MEC. There, MEC explaining to us what the province, is going to showcase as its offerings to all these other BRICS players that have come to the province, ensuring that the province is not only understood as a mining hub, but also looking at other economic offerings that they can provide. From us here in Potchefstroom, back to you in studio.